Hey everybody, it's Keegan here. I'm back with another video for you guys, and it's time for another collection video once again. Today we're going to be doing the 2025 edition of my PS3 collection. Now, I previously did a video on my PS3 collection back in 2020, so just about 5 years ago was the last time I showed my PS3 collection. And my PS3 collection hasn't really changed much since that video, but I figured I might as well bring you guys an updated version of that video from 5 years back. Now, I have a total of 28 games for the PS3, so yep, I like the PS3. It was a great system. It was one of the first home video game consoles I ever got, although it was actually the second home video game console I ever got, next to the Wii, which I plan to do an updated version of that collection video sometime soon. And all in all, I really liked the PS3. It was the first PlayStation console I ever owned, that me and my brother owned. But anywho, let's not waste any more time and let's get started. As always, we'll be going each game in alphabetical order. So starting up, we got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I also have this game on the Xbox 360, although this version of the game was the copy I had first, and then I got the Xbox 360 version years later from my cousin. Classic game. It's one of the best Call of Duty games out there. Back when Call of Duty was good, of course. Nowadays, I think Call of Duty is a dead franchise. But classic game. One of the best Call of Duty games out there. Next up is Call of Duty Ghosts. This and Modern Warfare 2 are the only Call of Duty games I own for the PS3. It's an alright game. It's not my favorite Call of Duty game. It's not the worst one either, but it's one of the weaker Call of Duty games, I'd say. The campaign was actually pretty good, I'll say that. I kind of wish they did a sequel to the campaign because they ended the campaign on a cliffhanger, and it's unlikely we'll ever see the cliffhanger ending to this game ever resolved. But oh well, it is what it is. I wasn't a fan of Extinctions mode. I thought it was okay. I like Zombies mode or Survival mode from MW3 better. The biggest problem I have with the multiplayer in this game is the maps are way too big for, like, the maps are just massive, and some of them are just too big for modes like Search and Destroy and such. But it's an alright game, I guess. It's not the best, not the worst either, but nah, it's an alright game, I guess. Next is Gran Turismo 5. I believe this was actually my brother's game. I like the Gran Turismo series. It's a great series of racing games. I also have Gran Turismo 4 on the PlayStation 2. And I do plan to get Gran Turismo 7 because I just bought a PS5 recently. But really fun racing game. I really like the music in this one, and I like the customization in this one too. And all in all, just a really fun game. And maybe my favorite game in the series. I'm not sure though. I also got Gran Turismo 6. Just as fun as Gran Turismo 5, although I think I like Gran Turismo 5 slightly better, but this is still a really fun racing game. And I believe they also released this one for the PS4, if I remember correctly. I think they did. Yeah, I think they did release this one on PS4. But other than that, really fun game. Next is Grand Theft Auto 4, the first Grand Theft Auto I ever played and ever owned. I also have this game digitally on the Xbox One. I can't remember how exactly I got this game. I think we got this game for free at EB Games back when, well, it's called GameStop now in Canada, but back then it used to be called EB Games. I think we got this game for free at a deal, like soon after we got the PS3, but at the time, me and my brother weren't allowed to play it. My dad played it a few times, he didn't really like it. And then me and my brother were finally allowed to play it. And yeah, this was the game that introduced me to Grand Theft Auto, and Holy shit, this game was so much fun. I remember the first time I played it, I played the game for like 3 or 4 hours straight. It was so good. And awesome game. I beat the campaign twice, and just such a good game. I do have episodes from Liberty City, which are the Lost in a Dam and Battle of Gay Tony. I have those on the Xbox. But all in all, really, really good game. And unpopular opinion, I think Grand Theft Auto 4 is better than GTA 5, but that's just my opinion at least. But all in all, an amazing game. And I do look forward to GTA 6 as well. Next up, we got Infamous, the first one. I never beat this game, but I did play through it, and I got pretty far into it. But for some reason, I stopped playing it out of the blue, and I never got around to getting back into it. But this is a really good game. I like how you can choose between good and evil. Like the blue stuff or whatever is good, and the red stuff is like evil or something like that. But all in all, really good game. I don't have the second game, but I'll probably try that one out one day whenever I beat this game. I should get back into this game. I don't know. I should get back into it. I actually haven't played on my PS3 in a long time. I don't know. I just haven't felt the need to play it for some reason. Next one is a collection of games, and that is the Jak and Daxter collection. It includes Jak and Daxter, The Precursor Legacy, Jak 2, and Jak 3. This is a port of the PS2 versions of these three games. I've only played Jak and Daxter, The Precursor Legacy. I've never played the other two games. Jak and Daxter, The Precursor Legacy is a great game, although I've never beaten it for some reason. I don't know why. I'll probably give Jak 2 and Jak 3 a try one of these days. I remember getting this collection for my birthday back in 2012. That would have been my 11th birthday. And yeah, it was a nice little collection. I should give the other two games a try at some point. I will in the future, maybe. But that's that one. Next up is another collection of games, the Journey Collector's Edition. It includes Flow, Journey, and Flower. Journey and Flower are two truly amazing games and some of the most beautiful games I've ever played in my life. And Flow is a really nice game where you play as this blob trying not to get eaten by the bigger blobs or something like that. I think you could buy all three. I know you can buy these three games on the PlayStation Store if you want to play it on your PS5 or PS4. Definitely try these games out. They are some of the most beautiful games I've ever played in my life. And it does come with 3 mini games. I don't think I've ever played those. But really nice collection of games. Definitely give these games a try if you haven't. Next up, we got Killzone 3. I don't have Killzone 2, but I have the first game on PlayStation 2 and Liberation on PSP. I remember my dad bought this game because of the collector's edition, because of the helmet that looked really cool. And it did come with a little art book and a little figurine of the sniper, which I unfortunately lost and can't find it anywhere. Really good first-person shooter game. I haven't played it in a long time since I beat it, but I remember really enjoying this one. It was a really fun game. I should try out some of the other Killzone games in the future. But other than that, this was a really fun first-person shooter. I never did play it online, though. I don't know if you can even play this game online anymore. Who knows? And it's one of the few games that you can use the PlayStation Move gun. I forgot what it was called for this game. But other than that, it's a fun first-person shooter. Next, we got Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4. This is the collector's edition. It came in a bigger box, but I think I threw it out a long time ago. It did come with 3 fridge magnets of the houses, but I lost them all. Yeah, I didn't take very good care of those when I was a kid. This game, it wasn't bad. I didn't really play it that much. I only played it a couple times, and then I never played it again for some reason. I don't know. Well, truth be told, I'm not really a fan of Harry Potter, but I remember getting this game for Christmas back in 2010. I didn't really play it that much. It's not bad though, but again, I'm not a big Harry Potter fan. Next up, we got one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 3, Little Big Planet Game of the Year Edition. This was also one of the first games I got for my PS3 when I got it for Christmas back in 2009. I love this game. Me and my brother played this all the time when we were younger. Had some great graphics, and I liked the style of the game. And all in all, this was an excellent platform game that I highly recommend. If you've never played Little Big Planet, definitely give it a try. It's truly an amazing game. And the cool thing about the Game of the Year edition, you get some bonus levels made by the people who made by the people in the Little Big Planet online community. But really, really good game. It's one of my favorite games on the PS3. I also have the second one, Little Big Planet 2. I remember my mom pre-ordered the game for me and my brother when it came out back in 2011. And we got the game the day it came out, like right after school. We went to EB Games and bought it. And oh wow, this was a great sequel. I think this one got even better. It was even better than the first one. And it's got more levels, and just wow, just an amazing game and just a really, really great sequel. And I love the level customization in this game too, along with the first one. I love how you can create your own levels. It was such a cool idea. But all in all, a really, really good sequel. I love this game. I think I even liked it better, a little bit better than the first one. I can't remember, but yeah, really, really good game. And we got Little Big Planet 3, which also came out on the PS4. This one, I don't know. I didn't really play this one as much. It was alright. I mean, I don't know. I just didn't really play this one as much as the first two. It was okay. I know they shut it down the online for this game a year ago, and they delisted off the PlayStation Store, which is kind of a shame. But, oh well. It's an alright game. It's not as good as the first two, but it's not bad either. I wonder if they'll ever make a Little Big Planet 4. I hope they do, because I would buy that in a heartbeat. Anyways, next up is Lord of the Rings War in the North, the collector's edition. It came in like this arrow bag that came with the game and the art book. This was a pretty good game from what I remember. Haven't played it in a long time, and I never beat it, but I remember this one being a pretty good game. Yeah, it was pretty good from what I remember, but I never beat it for some reason. I haven't played this one in God knows how long, but I remember this one being a pretty good game. Not much to say about it. Next up, we got another one of the first games I got for my PS3, Madagascar Karts. Essentially, it's basically Mario Kart, but with DreamWorks characters like Shrek, the characters from Madagascar, and I think Monsters vs. Aliens, from what I remember. It was alright. Not as good as Mario Kart, that's for sure, but it wasn't a bad game. I think they did a sequel to this game. I can't remember if they did or not, but I believe this game did get a sequel, but yeah, I can't remember. But it was an alright game from what I remember. Next is MotorStorm Apocalypse. I think this is the third or the fourth game in the series. I can't remember. This is also the only MotorStorm game I've ever played. Really fun racing game. I like all the destruction and mayhem that occurs while you're racing. It's pretty cool. And the physics in this game look really, really cool as well. All in all, just a really fun game. Up next is Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. I never beat this game, but I've gotten pretty far into it. It's a really good RPG with some really good cutscenes. I think the cutscenes were done by Studio Ghibli, if I remember. Oh, yeah, it was done by Studio Ghibli. The people that made Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, Princess Mononoke, and all those movies. But a really good game. I know they came out with a sequel to it on the PS4, I believe, or was it PS5? I'll probably give that one a try one day. I think they might have released this game on the PS4 as well. I'm not sure. I could be wrong though. But really good game. If you like JRPGs, this one is definitely worth checking out. It's a really, really good game. And yeah, really good game. A really gorgeous game, might I add. Planet 51, the game based on the movie that I don't know if anyone remembers. It had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Justin Long doing the voices of the characters. This game was actually pretty good. It was like GTA, like it was an open world game like GTA. You can't shoot guns or anything like that, but you can just drive around and explore, which was pretty cool. I remember this being a pretty decent game. It followed the movie fairly well. I haven't watched the movie in a long time either, but it was a pretty solid game from what I remember. I remember liking the movie too. I don't think a lot of people remember the movie, but I remember liking the movie for what it was, and I remember going to see it in theaters. But not much to say about this one either. Moving on, we got Pure, a really good quad racing game. It's also available on the Xbox 360. I remember when I was buying this game when I was 8, I was thinking it was going to be like ATV Off-Road Fury, like where you can go free riding in the levels, although it didn't have that in this game. But this was still a really fun game. I really enjoyed this one, and I really liked the customization in this game. The customization in this game is really, really cool. It's just, wow, really, really fun game. I kind of wish they did a sequel to this game, or maybe a remaster. This game would look really nice on next-gen consoles. But really fun racing game. If you haven't played it, definitely check it out. Up next, another one of the first games I got for my PS3, Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of the... Blah, blah, Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction. Excuse me. This was the first Ratchet and Clank game I ever played and ever beaten. Really good game. It's got some good graphics. I like all the different weapons and stuff. And all in all, it's a really fun game. And yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Haven't played too many of the other Ratchet and Clank games. I've played Size Matters on the PSP and Secret Agent Clank for the PSP. And I also have the follow-up game to Tools of Destruction, Ratchet and Clank Future: A Crack in Time. I actually like this one better than Tools of Oh my god. I like this one better than Tools of Destruction. It's got some more weapons, some good level designs, and some cool enemies. Although for some reason I never could beat this game. I got stuck at the part where you're trying to repair time on the planets or whatever. If you've played the game, you probably know what level I'm talking about. But it's a great game, but I can never beat it for some reason. I got stuck at that part and never been able to get back to it for some reason. But all in all, it's a great sequel to Tools of Destruction. Up next is Resistance: Fall of Man. I don't have Resistance 2 or 3, but I have this one. One of the first games to release on the PS3, if I remember correctly. This game, yeah, 2006. This is one of the first PS3 games ever released. Great first-person shooter. Never beat it, but I got pretty far into it. I know, I've said that a lot in the video, but I should really get back into a lot of these games. It's a really good first-person shooter game. I'll probably get the sequels one of these days. But yeah, I enjoyed that one. Next is Tron Evolution. I remember this one being a pretty good game. I never beaten it, and I haven't played it in a very long time. I don't remember too much about this game, but I remember this one being pretty good from what I remember. Just haven't played it in a very long time. Also, remember getting the collector's edition for Christmas back in 2010, which came with like a little statue of the Tron bike and stuff. It was pretty cool. All right, there's only 5 games left, and then we'll be done. So next is the Simpsons game. Fun game. I know it's not considered the best Simpsons game. I know Hit and Run is better. Not gonna lie, I've never actually played Hit and Run, but I hear that one's really good. But this one, it's a fun game. You can play as Homer, Marge, Bart, and Lisa. And all in all, it's a pretty good game. I'm not the biggest fan of The Simpsons. I haven't watched the show in God knows how long. I don't even know who the hell watches the newer episodes of The Simpsons. One cool thing about this game is that every version of this game, the cover art for each version of the game is different, which is pretty unique. But not much to say about this one. It's pretty fun. Next, we got another collection of games that was ported from the PlayStation 2, the Sly Collection. This includes Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, Sly 2, Band of Thieves, and Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. I've only played the first 2 Sly games. I never played the third one, but I enjoyed the first and second game. I think I like the second game better, though the first one's still a great game. Never played the third one. I believe you could buy these games digital on the PlayStation Store, if I remember correctly. I think you can. I'm not too sure, though. You probably can, but I know they made another Sly Cooper game called Sly 4 Thieves in Time, if I remember that's what it's called. I can't remember. I never played that one, though. But not much to say about this one. It's a nice collection of games. Next is Sports Champions, the only game that I own that requires the PlayStation Move. I've only played this game once. I didn't really like it that much. I don't know. I just couldn't really get into it. Not much to say about it. I did actually have the PlayStation Move controller and the camera. I don't know what happened to it. I think we might have threw it out. I don't remember. Anyways, next is another one of the first games I got for the PS3, UFC 2009 Undisputed. It's a pretty fun fighting game. Well, it's UFC. If you know what UFC is, then you know what it is. Not much to say about it. It was pretty fun. Back when THQ was still in business, and then after they shut down, EA started releasing the UFC games. I don't think they make any more UFC games anymore. Well, not that I know of, at least. And last but not least, Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Great game. I don't have the sequels, but I do plan to get the PS4 version of the first, second, and third game, which are all released in one collection known as the Nathan Drake Collection. And yeah, I do plan to get that game one day so I can have all 3 games in one collection and I can play it on my PS5. But the first Uncharted's a great game. I really enjoyed it. I'll buy the second and third game in that said Nathan Drake Collection one of these days. And yep, there you go. That's my PS3 collection. Well, there you guys have it. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, comment below, and subscribe. My next collection video I'll do will be an updated version of my Wii collection, and that video will be coming out soon. So stay tuned for that one. And another thing is that I got another video coming out later on today and a live stream as well, so stay tuned for those. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching. Hope you all have a great day. And I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one, everybody. Peace. Bye-bye.